Hi guys, and welcome back to Bovine Budgeting. My name is Jamie, this is Alonzo, and this is a completely different video than the ones I normally film. I'm just going to be setting up the Santa, what is it called, Letters to Santa savings challenges. I don't know, I realized I had so much cutting out to do, and I thought, might as well have someone watch me while I do it. So I'm going to be setting up a new binder, and mostly cutting out so many pages of coins. I decided to do this one with 25 and 50-cent coins from Vicky Thinks, and these are going to be a pain to cut out, so I figured I would chat to you all while I did it. So let's cut it. I also have these ones. I swear I printed this. It was not with the rest of these. I don't know where it went, so I had to reprint Doodle Dollars. Don't ask me where it went. I'm going to find it in about 5 minutes, I reckon, but I've looked all over my house. I cannot find the original Doodle Dollars that I printed. I just keep losing stuff. I don't know why I keep losing stuff. Okay, so this one, there's a couple people that are involved in this. Let me just. Okay, the members are Toria's Budgets, Dying Outlaw Games and Budgets, Tor's Cash Corner, Weekly Budgets, Budget with Amanda, Secret Budgeter, Agape Book Club, and Doodle Dollars. And so these were created. I always when I have to cut out multiple things, I sort of, I usually zoom in really big, take a screenshot, and then make a table, and then drag the picture into the table so I can put 5 things at once. I don't know if it's really smart or really stupid, but it works. I didn't even bring scissors. Oh, I'm just going to have to cut this all out without scissors. Okay, well, got to figure out how my cutter works sometime, I guess. I might have to pause it and get scissors. That feels really obvious, and I didn't even think of that. So this cutter is from Aldi. This cutter sucks. I really don't like it because it's very hard to see what line it cuts, if that makes sense. This bit is wider because it can also cut like a zigzag. And so I can never see what I'm actually cutting. And I just have to kind of guess. So, yeah. Well, see, like that, I've got white space. It's fine. I don't care that much. It's just, it's no big deal. It's just saving challenges. The important thing is that I save money. That's what matters. I care a lot if it's something that's really, really expensive or something that I'm cutting. But when I make my cash envelopes, I'm a lot more careful. But with something like this, it's paper. I don't even laminate it. If I get it wrong, I get it wrong. It's fine. And there are worse things in the world. Actually, I'll do this one first. I feel like it's easy to cut the longer ones. Oh my gosh, I can't even see this. Am I just blind? Yes. There we go. I do actually wear glasses, but my vision is not the best. Frick, where is it? There it is. Okay. Yeah, I mostly just wanted this to be a fun little chatting video. So grab a drink, grab a snack. You will be here for probably an hour. I mean, you can leave at any time. You're not being held hostage, but it'd be nice if you could stay and chat with me. Let me see what has been going on in my life lately. Oh, I heard back from a camp. Nothing is certain yet. I still have to do an interview, but after the first camp rejected me, I'm a little bit worried, to be honest. If you're new to my channel, I'm applying to do summer camp in America next year. To be a counselor there, not to do. See, oh, do you see how it bowed at the end because the blade bent? Oh, that's so annoying. So yes, anyway, yeah, I'm applying to teach to be a counselor at the summer camp next year in America, and I'm really, it's just not going to be fixed. It's fine. Yeah, and I'm really excited, and I really, really want to do it, but it's a lot. It's a big responsibility, I reckon. I don't know, I've never done it, but I reckon it would be a big responsibility. That seems to make sense. And also just, yeah, it's really hard, applying for things and getting turned down. Same with at my job. I just do not like my current job at all, and I really desperately want to quit. But it's so hard to apply for job after job after job after job and just keep getting turned down, and eventually you just kind of give up, and I'm trying not to. I sort of want, one of my motivation Oh, that was not even close, Jamie. Let's do that again. Yeah, one of my sort of motivational quotes sort of thing is that I can make something good out of this. I think you can make something good out of any situation. Like, any situation you can... I can't bloody see where the lines are. Oh, sorry, I knocked you guys. There we go, that's a line. Why did I have to do it in light grey? That was not helpful. Yeah. That even bad things you can turn into good things. But it's not easy to remember. But on top of that, like, trying to remember that if you watch a movie, a TV show or anything, and you have the characters, like, do the characters just sit around and do absolutely nothing and hope that magically their story becomes cool? Like, no. All of the cool stories start because someone in a movie or a TV show, whatever, they did something. So I'm trying to do that. I'm trying to make sure that I am not at a point where I will regret what I do. Let me just quickly measure this. Okay. Here's my... Does it fit? Oh, it actually fits, like, just. Doesn't fit that way. Okay, hang on. How am I going to do this? I should have made this bigger, and I didn't make this bigger, and I'm a little annoyed. But it's not going to fit this way, so it's going to have to go this way. This is the envelopes I'm using, by the way. That's fine. We'll cut this one out first. I don't want a white border on this one, so I'm just going to cut around it. And I'm really wishing I bought my scissors, but I do have to get better at using this thing. A paper guillotine. We actually call them guillotines in Australia, and I feel like that's really, like, it's such incorrect pronunciation, but it's more fun to say guillotine. But yes, anyway, so the point is I'm trying to do more things, and it's really hard, and I don't often have the motivation, so I'm definitely not going to become a motivational speaker anytime soon, but yeah, I'm basically trying to live with as few regrets as possible and go actually do things that make me happy. So that's something that I'm working on. It's definitely a work in progress, but it's something very cool. What else have I been doing? Let me just hang on. Let's just do this. This makes sense. I feel like this is going to work. Yes. Okay, yeah, what else have I been doing? Hang on. Yes, okay. I'm really trying to think of something to talk about. I've been playing Animal Crossing again lately, like, gotten back into it. I really loved Animal Crossing growing up, and then I was playing it for a while, and then I stopped playing it, and I've started again, and it's really good. I finally started terraforming my island, which I put off for the longest time because I think it ruins the entire point of Animal Crossing. Like, I don't think you should be allowed to play around with what your island looks like. In my mind, it's like, no, furniture goes inside. The island you start with is what you've got. But no, I just figured eventually, if everyone else is doing their islands up, like, I kind of want to try it. So I'm doing it, and I'm having fun, actually. I also can't see where the freaking line to cut things is. There we go. I'm getting it. Okay, so this is step 1. Just the labels. I'll write on these in a minute when I set up the binder. Okay, step 2 is cutting out the challenges. Okay, so we should have challenge 1 is by Toria's budgets. One of these needs to be Toria's budgets. Oh, I think I put them in order. That's actually really helpful. Go me. Go past me. Okay. Cool. So I reckon if I do this way, this one first. I can't believe I forgot my scissors. That's so stupid. That's fine. We're all just getting a view of my paper trimming skills. Yeah, I'm so excited to start this. I'm like really excited. I think I mentioned this in another video, but I got my friend into cash stuffing as well. She's not into the whole savings challenge aspect. More so just the regular like expenses, couple envelopes, wallet kind of stuffing, but still, it's a type of cash stuffing, and I'm so excited. This is a really big interest of mine, and so I love getting to share it with people. It makes me very happy. Oh, maybe I should talk about fire. So a lot of the challenges on my channel, they go to investing, and I realize I haven't actually like properly talked about why. I think it's in my description, but it's not yet. I've never made like a full video about it. I don't know if I will, to be honest, but I've got nothing else to talk about and like 500 more pages to cut out, so I was thinking of filming this and speeding it up, and then I just thought, nah, I'm gonna have to sit through all of this, so you guys can sit through all of it too. If there's a single person that watches through this entire video, I will be very shocked. I'll leave an emoji at the end for you to comment if you do, but I don't know if anyone will. That's fine. I'm gonna have to do it anyway. So FIRE is financial independence retire. Get back over here, Alonso. There you go. You can just sit there. It's financial independence retire early. So what that means is essentially trying to save up enough money in investments that you don't really need to work. You're financially independent, which means that you don't need a job for money. You have enough money coming in passively through investments that if you never worked another day in your life, you would be okay. So that's the financial independence part. Retiring early is pretty self-explanatory. You can do one without the other. There are people that are financially independent, and theoretically, like, they don't have to work, but they just choose to. There are people that retire early and they're not financially independent. Like, if you get injured or something, you have to leave work early. Okay, these were Toria's budget. Next is Dying Outlaw Games and Budgets. Oh, okay, so they made this really cool game. Probably because it's Dying Outlaw Games and Budgets. Start at the start, roll a dice, move that many spaces, land on a stamp, find the card, and save the amount listed. Oh my goodness me. Okay. Let me have a break. I've got my little solo, of course. I'm really into solo lately. Okay. This is going to be really annoying to cut out. I got this. Do I have to cut it? Can I just not cut it? No, I'm going to cut it. Fine. I'll cut it. It's all good. But yeah, you know, if you retire early because you have an injury and you can no longer work, like, you're not financially independent, you're still really struggling, but you've retired early. So you can have one without the other. But ideally, you want both. You want to be able to not have to work and also have enough money to pay your bills and do basic things. So I learned about this a couple years ago. I was actually watching Tracy Edwards. I think it's Tracy Edwards. And she's an Australian creator. I'll actually link her down in the description. I'm going to write her to myself. I don't even know if I'm going to watch this video back. Let me find a pen. Just making a note of who to link. Tracy Edwards. Cool. I'll deal with that later. But yeah, and she was talking about how she was about 40 years old and she didn't have to work anymore. And this was at a time where I was really working an absolutely rubbish job for very little pay. And I hated work. And I hated going to work. I hated having to, like, do anything, if that makes sense. You know what I might do? I might leave these three, like, linked together and just fold them, because I don't have to pick a card. It's more if you land on a card, you have to save how much it is, but you don't actually have to, like, shuffle it or anything. So that feels like it's going to be easier for me. And I'm kind of lazy and don't want to do it the hard way. So let's just Where's this? There it is. Okay. Cool. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to fold these. But yeah, anyway, so I was working a really crappy job that I hated. I didn't want to work there. And the thought that I could retire was amazing. I remember, like, I used to have to wheel paper to the bin. You, like, come on, cut it. Cut this little corner, please. There. That's fine. We'll live. No, we won't live. That's going to bother me. Come on. Did I get it? Ugh, fine. Yeah, sorry. I'd have to wheel, like, a whole bunch of cardboard to a bin and make sure that it was, you put it in and you, like, squish it really, really flat. And I would always volunteer to wheel the cardboard. I would always volunteer to go to the bank. I would always volunteer to do literally anything that could get me away from having to talk to people, because I hated the job. It was actually at a butcher shop, which is really weird because I'm vegan now. But I'm not vegan because of the butcher shop. Everyone asks that whenever I tell them, and it's like, no, I wanted to be vegan before I worked at a butcher shop, but I had a friend that worked there and got me the job, so it was what I had to do. But anyway, so I worked there for a while, and I would volunteer to do literally anything that could take my mind off of it. And hang on, sorry, 1 second. That was Dying Outlaw Games and Budgets, and their one is done as well. Okay, next is Towards Cash Corner, which is this one. Okay, yeah, so literally anything that could get me away, I would go to do that, and then I would just do calculations over and over and over again. I learned about the 4% rule, and I just kept doing the same maths over and over and over again, being like, if I can make this much, then I can quit this job. If I can make this much, then I can quit. If I can take on 5,000 extra shifts, then I can do. I never actually took on the extra shifts because I hated working there, and I would rather have no money than work there. But the point was, like, I became obsessed with the idea of retiring early. This was about maybe, like, how old was I? Like 20, maybe 21. Where's the edge of this? I guess here. There we go. I'll just cut it there. Yeah. And so much so that it is never, like, I was still in uni at this time. This was actually during lockdown. And so I was, like, doing, I think I was doing, yeah, I was doing online uni during lockdown. And I'm pretty sure this was during lockdown. And so even, like, halfway through my uni degree, once I realized it was an option, I never wanted to climb the corporate ladder. I never wanted to do that. And I really wanted to retire early. So it has been something that I've been saving for years and years and years. Now, ultimately, I don't know if I want to do that, in the sense of I would much... Oh my gosh, I shook you again, sorry. You know, I would be totally happy if I could find a job that actually, like, made me happy. Oh, these are... Oh, they're not lined up. That confused me. That's okay. We'll cut them separately. Where is it? This way, yeah. You know, if I can find a job that actually genuinely makes me happy and I feel like I'm making a difference in the world, like, I've always wanted to open a cafe. I don't know why. I'm not even that good of a cook. I just feel like I would really like to open a cafe. Like a bakery or something. Like a nice food place, which is, those businesses do really poorly, actually. But just something like that. Like, I wouldn't mind working, but it's the thought of having to work. It's the thought of being 40 years old, 50 years old, 60 years old, and having to work that I don't know how I would do it. Like, and so that is why I'm, like, obsessively saving at this age. This is Towards Cash Corner. Okay, who's next? Next is Weekly Budgets Co., which is not that one. Oh, it's right there. Weekly Budgets Co. Oh, and they've got an IOU. Oh, that's awesome. I mean, let's hope I never have to use it because I hate IOUs, but still. Yeah. What was I saying? Oh yeah, I basically I want to have the choice to not work, and that doesn't necessarily mean I will exercise that choice, but I want to have the option, and that's why I'm pretty obsessive about saving is because I can see what can happen if you do save everything. Now, you can't ultimately, like, budget your way out of poverty. That's not, unfortunately, how the system works, and it sucks, but that's true. However, I'm in a really, oh, I cut the bottom off. Oh, that's fine, we'll do. Yeah, I'm in a position where I'm so lucky because, you know, I live with my parents for free. I don't have any real expenses. Like, I have a couple of expenses, but absolute worst case scenario, like, I lost my job and I had no money, I would be fine. And so because I'm in a position like that, where I don't actually have to pay for pretty much anything, I kind of feel like it's my duty to not pay for much, to actually use this awesome opportunity, use it for good, you know, like make sure that I'm actually, I'll just cut in the middle there. I don't really want to have to cut it twice. Yeah, using it for good, making sure that I'm actually, yeah, taking care of the money, taking care of the resources God has given me, and making sure that I can actually do something positive with them. That was weekly budgets. Okay, who's next? Budget with Amanda. Ta-da! Okay. I'm cracking everything. I'm so stiff lately. I've been trying to go to the rheumatologist because I've had very, like, I've got my shoulder, it makes like this disgusting grinding sound, and it's fine, like it doesn't really hurt, and every doctor I've gone to is like, like it's probably fine, but they can't figure out what's causing it, and like I'm really curious now. I just want to know. It only hurts if I do it too many times, but it's fine. But yeah, like I've had x-rays on it, I've had, oh, what else did I have? Maybe it was just an x-ray, actually. I think, oh yeah, because I was getting like another x-ray for a different thing, and I was just like, can you just chuck in a shoulder x-ray while you're there? You just want to see it. Which is what happens when you live in a country with cheap healthcare. It's not like free. I think a lot of the time people think, oh, I got the bottom off again. That's fine. I think a lot of the time people think Australians have free healthcare. It's not, unfortunately, but compared to what some other people have in different countries, especially the US, it's pretty good. Like, I'm going to be going to my neurologist next week because I have to, I have to have like a follow-up appointment every 6 months, and it's pretty much just to renew my script. It's very, oh my gosh, hang on. So I'm trying to concentrate. Yeah, it's just a very routine, but very necessary appointment. Budget with Amanda. Okay, who's next? Secret Budgeter. I don't think I've actually watched The Secret Budgeter yet. I'm going to have to go home. I'm home right now. I'm going to have to go watch them after this. But that's cool. Because, yeah, everyone else I've definitely heard people talking about The Secret Budgeter. I don't think I've watched any of their videos. So, I'm going to do that, like, right now after. But, this is, oh, that's such a cool challenge. You, like, put the letters. I love stuff like that. I remember actually doing one of those with my, oh, they don't line up. No, why are you doing this to me? You make it confusing in my brain. Okay, let's do this one. Yeah, at my church, I had this one, there was one day where literally one kid showed up, and I was just like, what do I do? Like, I'm running the kids ministry. There is a single child here, and like, I think we had like one worksheet, and I was just like, oh, you want to work on it together? Like, it's literally just us two. And I'm just reading. Yeah, like I had my little script. They give me kind of like a script. It's not like a strict script, but kind of a, like this is what you can say if you can't think of what to say, which I go off the script all the time. But yeah, I basically am just oh, what? There we go. Yeah, so I was like, I made him read it, because I was like, you can practice your reading. He was maybe 8. And then we had one of those things where you have to solve the letters. Like each symbol is a different letter and you have to guess it, and like it's like pretty easy, to be honest. Like you can kind of figure out the word is in like 10 seconds, but because I'm being all teachy, I have to be like, no, like, oh, are you sure it's that word? Let's try to solve more words. And I'm like, you're right, like you're so right, and I know you're right, but I'm supposed to be like encouraging you to think instead of just assuming, because occasionally it was wrong. Like the first letter would make you think it was one word, but it wasn't that word, it was a different word. And it's like, yeah, this is why we don't assume, this is why we actually test. But I don't know, I'm not a teacher. My friend is a primary school teacher, actually. Like one of my best friends is a primary school teacher. And I had like a really chaotic session at church like a couple weeks ago. Like there was just one kid was just screaming and running around, and like these kids are so like quiet normally. Like they don't run, they don't jump, they barely talk to me. And it's like something I was hang on a second. Secret budgeter is done. Who is next? Agape book club. Here we go. Ooh, I've got little borders. That's even cooler. Gosh, I can't cut off these borders. But yeah, like it was even something I was not quite complaining, but like worried about. A couple months ago, and I was like, I go to church, I do this thing, and like none of the kids like seem to care. Like I was like, do they like me? And everyone was like, they like you. Like they're just quiet. And I was like, okay, that's cool. Like I can do quiet. And then randomly, this one kid shows up who's very much not quiet and very much like, I'm trying not to be rude because I genuinely think it's just a case of like understimulated and like needed some extra stimulation. I'm like, that is not something I mind. Like he was kind of running around being crazy, and I was like, that's fine. Like if you're not hurting anyone, I don't really care. This is not like, how can I put it? Like this is not an exam hall. You're in basically Sunday school. Like you can run around and be a bit crazy. Like I don't care. But then they started to do something kind of unsafe and like picking up furniture and like running around with it, and I was just like, no, we will not be doing that. I think I kind of half yelled at him, to be honest, but you know, it was a safety risk. Like it genuinely was a safety risk. That is Agape book clubs. They're really lopsided, but it's okay. It adds to the character. Final one is Doodle Dollars. That was the one I had to reprint for some reason because I don't know. I definitely had it before because I remember showing. Oh, and I reprinted the game. That's fine. I definitely remember showing this to one of my friends. To the friend that I helped make the savings wallet with. Like, I helped her make a binder. I definitely showed her this one. I don't know, maybe she took it. It's fine. If she did, I don't care. But, like, no idea where it went. But yeah, anyway, so I'm hoping if I do the camp that the kids are going to be really well behaved. I doubt they will be because it's summer camp. Like, I've never been to a summer camp, but I've been to school camp, and I definitely remember that. Actually, if any Americans are watching this, do you guys go, if you go to summer camp, like, do you also go to school camp, or is it kind of, like, because you go to summer camp, you don't go to camp during the year at school? Because I never went to summer camp, but, like, every year, from, was it grade 3 or year 8, we would go to school camp, and then they stopped it. Year 9, 10, and 11, we didn't go to camp. And then in year 12, we had, like, retreat, and it was so weird. Like, I liked it, kind of. They made us do all these, like, sharing circles, and, like, it was traumatic. Like, it was every single teenager in my school, but, like, they made us break into little groups, so there was maybe, like, 8 teenage kids in the room, sobbing and, like, bearing their deepest traumas, and we're all crying, and the whole thing. They made us, like, this is so weird. So, because I went to a Catholic school, we had, like, a prayer aspect, which is fine. Like, that part is completely understandable. Like, I'm literally Christian. I think I was an atheist. No, I was an atheist at the time. But even then, like, the prayer part itself didn't bother me. But what did bother me, and honestly, as a Christian, still bothers me today, was it was so freaking weird. They made us go... Sorry, I need to like pause for this. They made us like carry candles, right? It was in the dark at nighttime, and we all carried a candle each, and we had to be quiet while like chanting. And it was like, in the night sky, in all of nature, in my loved ones, God is revealed to me. Beautiful poem. Very nice sounding. Freaking weird when you're holding a candle, chanting, and like walking down, and then we went in a field, and we all stood in a circle, chanting with our little candles, and like no one was allowed to speak except for those words, and it was really silent. It was the weirdest thing ever. I was like, am I in a cult? Like, what is this? Oh my gosh. Doodle Dollars is done. Okay, now it's just time to cut out all of the numbers. Oh, can I cut these out in a batch? Can I guillotine them? I think I tried to use the guillotine ones and I couldn't figure out how to make it work, so I like this one better, but I feel like I can cut a couple at once. Because I printed like 6 pages. These are from Vicky Thinks, by the way. They're not affiliated with the collab. I just thought they were cool. Maybe maybe I can use this freaking guillotine. I don't know how to use it. What's the worst that's gonna happen? Like, it gets misprinted, miscut, like, it's fine. It's not that serious. There we go, okay. Big knife. How does this work? Where did it cut? That's the real. Let me put this and actually see where it cuts. Okay, it cuts at the edge of the board. That makes sense. That actually makes sense. Okay, maybe like split this in half. 1, 2, 3. These are so cute. I printed out like, I'm going to do $40 at a time. So I printed out like $40 worth. And I'm like, oh my gosh. They are so freaking adorable. Okay, let's see if this works. Ooh. That sounds positive. Oh my gosh, this is actually really helpful. I hope. Oh my, I don't know if you guys heard that. That was my neck. That was awful. Okay, but yeah, I don't know. I'm trying to think, like, what else has been happening. Oh, I didn't cut the, Okay, maybe if I just okay, I'll do this one and then I'll do the inside-y bits. Okay, I think I'm onto something. This is really helpful. I've never... Yeah, I couldn't figure out how to make this stupid guillotine work last time, but it's getting there. Every time I use this, I'm like really terrified. There's an episode of like The Simpsons Treehouse of Horror where they like decapitate Miss Krabappel with this guillotine, and I'm like terrified of it now. Like, a little part of me is like, I am gonna be like, someone's gonna put my head under this thing, which, like, I hope they won't. That'd be very rude. Yeah, see, like, I think I cut the edges off. Like, again, it's just paper. Like, it's just paper. We'll live. We're all good. We'll live. Okay. I wonder if I can I double stack it now? Like, is this... Am I asking for trouble? Is this, like, too much for it to cut through at once? I actually don't know. I guess we'll find out. Let's figure it out. I just don't want to have to cut through, like, 5,000 of these things. It's really annoying. Like, it's one of the things I hate about using prop notes. Because I'm like, the prop notes itself... Oh, it really doesn't like that. Oh, it really does not like that. It doesn't... No. I don't even think it's scored it. It just was like, no, that's too much. Never mind. Okay, well... Let's try it the easy way. way. The much harder way, actually, but the nicer people way. What was I saying? Yeah, prop notes. Like, I really like prop notes. I really like using prop notes. I think they're great, especially these like 25-cent ones. I think are such a great idea because so often, like, you hear from people that one of the things, like, they just don't have enough money to start. And that is completely understandable. And for some, oh my gosh, it like locked him. We don't want to lock it. Yeah, completely understandable. And for some people, completely true. You know, they just do not have enough money. Wait, how did I unlock this? I don't know what I did. But, you know, using like coins, using prop notes can help a lot. You know, I think of my, like, when I did the Halloween Mania, I think I had like $180 or whatever. And that was with using props. I don't know how much it would have been if I didn't use prop. And if I had have done that with all dollars, oh my gosh, I would have saved like $1,000, which is really, really cool. But it's not something that everyone can just do. And so I think yeah, I don't know. Big fan of prop notes. Let me see what else. I'm like running out of things to talk about. And I'm going to have to film the actual stuffing after this. Oh my gosh. But yeah, I don't know. I'm so excited. I'm just really, really excited for the possibility of going back to America. I really enjoyed it last time. It's something I very much, oh, there we go. Very much like one of my favorite things I've ever done in my life, ever. And, you know, thinking about it, like, still brings me such happy memories. I truly had, like, the best time. And, yeah, I don't know. But then I also, like, kind of want to go on holiday to other places. I'm not entirely sure where. But, you know, I do like a good holiday. I was thinking of going, if I don't get this job offer at the camp, so I'm doing an interview on Tuesday. If they do not want me for the job, I'm thinking of going to Sydney. They have like a camp fair, like a hiring fair where a bunch of camps are going to show up to. That was a stupid idea. No, it's all stuck under here. There we go. Yeah, a camp hiring fair. So all the camps are going to show up and you can basically talk to them like directly. Like they literally come over from America, some of them. And some of them are like the Australian representatives, and some are like literally the people from America coming. And yeah, you get to talk to them, and then they can meet you in person and see if they like you in person. Because I think, yeah, some people are very much like, they don't like read well online, but they're really, really cool in person, which I guess is the point of it. It's meant to be like giving you a fair go, and then you can also like meet the actual camp peoples, ask them questions, because it's something a lot of Australians like just do not have experience with, because we don't go to summer camp. Like, it's just not a thing. And so the idea of being able to talk to people, ask them questions, and actually get it going is really, really cool. Okay. Oh, we're almost done, guys. We're just about to put away this freaking paper guillotine, and I just have so much respect for anybody who makes and sells challenges. I was going to say you couldn't pay me to do it. You probably could literally pay me, but like that's the only way I would do it, if you paid me, because oh my goodness me. Like, even laminating my Scooby savings challenges, oh, it was a pain. It was so annoying. I had to cut them all out and laminate them, and there was like 2 whole steps. Like doing this is just so annoying. Okay, that is done. We'll count that in a minute, but I'm going to put away the guillotine. This is from Aldi, by the way. I got this from Aldi like years ago, and it sucks, and it's just very bad, but you know. How do I lock it? No, that's still locked. Pull it to maybe like flip this. I have no idea. I will figure it out. Oh, hang on. Here we go. Maybe this way. Locks. Oh, that's so minor. Okay. 1 second. Oh, it's so loud. I'm so sorry. Just pop that over there. Move all this paper. I don't even know where to put it. Okay. Got this bag that the challenges were in when my mum printed them at work, because like my printer at work is terrible. There's really lines through it. The whole thing. 1 second. And so my mum's printer is like pretty good actually at the colours, and so I just get her to print everything. Like half of my emails to her are just, please print this, please print this, please print this. Okay, finally we have a nice blank surface. I didn't even put my my mat down. That's fine. I'll put it down for my next video. Have a drink break. Oh my gosh. Okay. I made some new envelopes today as well. I made like 6, and I think I had another. So another like spare 3 or 4. And I'm missing one. There it is. Okay. So I was gonna do like a red and white theme for my rings, but then I didn't have red and white. I only had 2 whites. So this is my next idea, right? So I'm gonna do pink, green, pink, pink, green, pink, and then a white in the middle. But see, like these are all stars and these are all love hearts. I didn't have anything, like I only had one with a star. I said I can't do a star because then it's part of the upper group. So that's my idea. Don't know if it's good or not, but I guess we'll find out. I'm a very big fan of these like disc bound ones. I'm actually a bigger fan of them than the rings. I kind of like the rings sometimes. Like I get in moods where I really like the rings, I really don't like the rings. I don't know. I think if I found an old KKK binder of mine, so I reckon I'm gonna turn that into like a month ahead binder or something. But other than that, I don't know. It probably also helps that I don't have the actual envelopes, like the ones that everyone buys. I've only got ones that I've handmade. I don't know. They're really annoying, especially if they don't have a 6-hole punch. So I just have to manually hole punch every single one of the holes, and it just sucks. Okay. I'm gonna make this. I'm just gonna put all of them in here, and I can take it out if needed. I hope I don't need more. That's gonna be the problem if I need more. I guess we'll find out. Oh, I did this very poorly. What have I done? What have I done? No, hang on. I can't see. I actually can't see, that's the problem. Okay. You get on here, you get on here. Here, there we go, perfect. This one just didn't connect at all to more than one. Okay, there we go. 3, 4. Because yeah, I don't know, I'm thinking it's kind of like a pink and green candy cane was what I was going for. I don't know if it works, but that's fine. I tried my best. Yes, but yeah, I really do like disc bound. I am kind of hoping that disc bound catches on more. I see a few people that make, that do their challenges in disc bound, but I don't see too many, and I'm trying to spread the news that it's good. I want to switch everything over to disc bound eventually, but I do have my, the covers that I made with Harmonies, and I really like those covers. Like, I actually really do like them. They're very nostalgic for like a year ago, but they're very happy feeling for me. So, I don't know. Okay, here's the binder. See, like it's kind of Christmassy. It's as Christmassy as I can get. Okay, now, this was my idea. Not letters to Santa. I want to put the actual names of the people on these. So, I'm going to do the actual names. So, we've got Victoria, Alexis, Tori, Veronica, Amanda, Secret, Greta, and Courtney. Okay, so we're going to go from Victoria to Santa. From Alexis to Santa. From Tori. Also we got Veronica Veronica. 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 That's from Amanda. Oh, that's very squishy. That's fine. That was from Heather's, by the way. Secret. Greta. And Courtney. Ooh, and then that is the cover. And that is the back. Okay. So. Okay, so I'll put the cover in last because I want to do the first. So the first one is Victoria, which is Toria's Budgets, which is these ones. Okay, so I've got 3. Which one do I want to do first? That's a roll and save. Okay, we'll do easiest to hardest. It's really, really easy. That's save 35. That is save mystery amount. Okay. And that's all from Victoria to Santa. Okay. The next one is Alexis. Dying Outlaw Games and Budgets. Okay, I'm a little bit confused on how this is going to work, but I'm going to do my best. So we'll put in Alexis's. Alexis's. Do you reckon Alexis drives Alexis? That was such a bad joke. I'm so sorry. Oh my goodness me. It's getting late. Toria. No, sorry, Tori. Not to be confused with Toria. It's Tori. Okay. This one. Okay, this is easy. This is hard. Oh, I should decide what each stamp is. 4, 5, 6, 7. Make each one $1. I feel like I'm going to hate myself in the future, but that's okay. We'll live. So that's like 7, 14, 21, 28. So that's good. Okay. Then next is Veronica with Weekly Budgets Co. Oh, whoopsie. Hang on. Hang on. Tours Cash Corner. That was this one. Oh no, hang on. And there's also these 2. Oopsie. Oopsie. Tours Cash Corner. Okay, I got this one. This one. These 2 are the easy ones. Okay. I'm just so excited that everyone has made so many different challenges and they're really cool. I think I've mentioned this in so many of my videos, but I love the just the community around what different like people will make all this stuff for free. Like this is amazing high quality stuff that they could most certainly sell, but they do it for free out of like sheer love of the community, and I just it makes me so happy. I get like warm and fuzzies every time I think about it. Okay, this was Veronica from Weekly Budget. Amanda from Budget with Amanda. This one. Okay, hang on. That's going to be hard because it's a roll and save, and I hate roll and saves. That one, save 50. Save 21. Save 50! Oh my gosh, Amanda, you're killing me. That's all good. Amanda. It's going to fit. I feel like they tried to make one for an A5. And this size is like weird because it's not quite A5, but like it fits some A5 challenges, but not all of them. I feel like it just fits. Like it's hanging out a bit. Do I want to trim it? I don't have scissors. I might trim it down later, but we'll leave it for now. I'm going to leave this one out for the IOU. Okay, next is Secret. I'm so excited. 114. Oh my gosh, it's going to be $25-ish. Okay. Naughty or nice? More naughty than nice, save 3. More nice than naughty, save 2. Oh, that's at the end. Okay. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They're both 5. Okay, we'll do the cookies first. Okay. Fun fact that I feel like I tell people this like multiple times, and I don't think people believe me, but I promise I'm telling you the truth. In Australia, some families will leave out beer for Santa instead of milk and cookies. You leave out beer. Pretty sure my family at least once has left out beer for Santa. Because, yeah, I don't know. Santa gets milk all the time. Oh, it's just not going to fit in. I'm going to fold it. But yeah, Santa gets milk all the time, but he doesn't get beer all the time. So, you know, you gotta be nice and give Santa options. But yeah, like I just think that's so silly about Australia. Also, the fact that we have Christmas in the summer. And so, one second. We actually have our own version of Jingle Bells. It's like a parody song, but it's all about Christmas in summertime. Yeah, that's definitely not going to fit. I'm going to fold this up. This is from Greta, the Guppy Book Club. Yeah, but we have like a like parody of Jingle Bells. A lot of artwork features Santa in like, it's like a Santa suit but with shorts and like a short sleeve top. I'm gonna make each one $1. Yeah, like it's very, I remember growing up because we didn't have a fireplace because I live in Australia. Like, why would I have a fireplace? We had a magic key that would hang on the door, and then Santa would grab the magic key and it would turn into our real key so we could unlock the door and just walk in the house because he couldn't come down the fireplace because we didn't have a fireplace. And this one is Courtney from Doodle Dollars. But yeah, like, I don't know, I just think it's so interesting, like the different traditions that people have. I'm a very big Christmas fan, but I know that not everybody is, and that's totally fair. I'm going to make each one, hang on, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 9, 12. It's like $4. I feel like, maybe if I make each one 50 cents. 0.5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, which is save $6. There we go. Am I going to regret my choices? Possibly. That's safe. That's save 6 as well. Okay. That's cool. No, this one. Courtney. Okay. This is the front. Ooh. Get in there. Front letters to Santa collab. We'll put IOU in there as well. Which I will hopefully not have to use, but you know. Desperate times call for desperate measures. And then I'm going to have to figure out where I'm going to put the cash. Because I think I'm going to have to use the final page. I got like the perfect amount of pages. That's awesome. But it sucks as well because it means if I need another page in any of my challenges, I'm going to have to make a whole new set of envelopes. I hate making envelopes. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. Okay. I'm going to sort these into 25s and 50s. And it should just be like 25, 50. Like over and over again because of how they were stacked. I really should have split them and cut all stacks of 25, all stacks of 50. That would have been the smart thing to do. But I am not smart sometimes. Yeah, so like some of these are terribly cut, but that's fine. We'll live. Yeah, like, oh, wrong way. Let me know if you're still watching by this point. Did you do any fun traditions when you were growing up? Is there something that you're continuing, like with your kids if you have kids? Something that you like always thought was silly? I don't know. I remember trying to think what I did. I remember going to like Christmas Wonderland or whatever it's called. It was in like the exhibition center, and it was a whole bunch of like there was fake snow. I remember there being fake snow. Because I remember being like, why is there fake snow? Like it's summer. What are you talking about? It's definitely a weird experience growing up with summer Christmas when all of the movies, all of the TV shows, every single song, every piece of media that you see is talking about, like, winter wonderland. It's such a nice white Christmas, and you're like, but it's summer. It's like 40 degrees outside, especially growing up. Oh my gosh, it was so hot. Like, regularly 40 degrees. Sometimes it, like, rains on Christmas, but very rarely. Most of the time it was boiling hot outside. And you're just trying to, like, cope with the heat, and then someone plays Winter Wonderland. I don't know, but yes. I'm still, like, really not sure what I'm going to be doing for Christmas. I don't know whose house we're going to. I don't know what... Yeah, I've got no idea. I don't know what I'm going to get people for presents. I've not planned anything. You would think I would have planned by this point. You would be wrong. Didn't think that far ahead at all, but that's all good. Okay. Oh, come on. I'm getting so tired of sorting this by now. 25. 50. These are so cute, by the way. They're by Vicky Thinks. I think I said that before, but highly, highly recommend them. They're just some, yeah, some prop coins. And I don't know. I like prop coins. I like these kind of things. Oh, hang on. No, you're 50 cents. You go here. What have I done? I feel like I messed it up somewhere. There you go. Oh, sugar! I just kicked over my solo. That's fine. It's sugar free. So not sugar, actually. Oh, that was another thing. When I was at church with the kids, I dropped something on the ground. I was like, oh, sugar. And one of the kids was like, why did you say sugar? Why did you say that? Were you going to say something else? I was like, no, I was not. I was saying sugar the whole time. Little brat, don't call me out like that. Oh my gosh. Yeah, that was the time. That's, no, okay, so I've got like, this is breaking my pattern. I'm so confused. 25.50, and then it goes 25.50. Don't ask me what happened there. I've got no idea. Okay, 25.50, 25.50, 25.50. Okay, we're almost done. Now we have to count these to make sure I have $40. 1, 2, 3. Oh my goodness me. They're all stuck together. 4, 5, 6. See, I was thinking of laminating them, but absolutely not. Oh my gosh, laminating them and then cutting them out again. No, thank you. 7. Oh my gosh. 8. Oh my gosh, it's been an hour. I'm so sorry, guys. 8. Okay. 9. 10. 11. 12. Oh my gosh. 13. Okay. 14. 15. Don't know what that's for. Look at that. It's $15. Remember, we need to get to 40. So 15. 16. 17. 18. 19. 20. $20. 21. 22. 23. 24. 25. This is 25, hang on. think I should have $5 left at the end. 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40. Yes, okay, that's 40. I'm gonna double check. I should have like $5 at the end, I think. 41, 2, 3, 4, 50. Oh no. Oh, hang on. I might have put 50 cents extra in there. Oh, that's so annoying. I don't really know. I don't really want to count. I might do that later. Yeah, I'll do that later. Okay. So these are all the coins. This can be where the cash goes. I'm just going to make like a quick, like a little foldy thing. Actually, you know what? I don't need to keep it secret because this time I know how much I'm putting in. Unlike last time where I just was like putting in random amounts every week. So I think I'm going to call that one done. Thank you all so much. If you are still watching, please put a Santa hat in the comments. There we go. Please put a Santa hat in the comments. I will see you in the actual playing of this game. And I hope you all have a great rest of your day. Merry early Christmas if you celebrate Christmas. And I hope to see you playing the Letters to Santa collab. Okay. Bye-bye. Slay, slay, moo moo. See ya.